So buckle up, kids. This is going to be a bumpy ride. So 6 Russian officials were on Russian state TV, which is all Russians can do, citizens can do, is watch what's presented to them on Russian TV. And they were talking about the United States and what's going on right now. It was just recorded. And I wrote down the translations so that you don't have to. So they refer to the United States as the invisible hand of the trade market. They are enjoying Trump breaking everything, one of the men said. Then they mimicked Trump by saying, "I will be in charge of the total destruction of America." And the men all laugh. And then again, mocking Trump, they say, "My man Howard Lutnick, a man who has crazy eyes for most of the day, he is the one who calculated these crazy formulas. And rightfully, the American media has debunked these formulas thousands of times." The men start laughing. A lot is going on over there. Why such buffoonery? This is Swan Lake. Trump is playing the Black Swan. The men giggle. Trump, pum, 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 to a drum beat. The man laugh again. A book will be written about the Black Swan, and it will win the Nobel Peace Prize. The men bend over in laughter. America is like a sick patient right now, like a patient in a critical state of pneumonia. Will the patient be healed? Trump is giving the sick patient laxatives. The men laugh. And the diarrhea will liven things up for a while. But will it fix the patient? Nope. The patient is brought closer to death. And the men chuckle again. But there is something much more important going on that I'm very interested in. And this is crucial. It looks like the end of the global system is coming. The system that is 50 years old. J.D. Vance said it was 40 years old. Trump and Vance didn't bother to coordinate their statements. The men laugh. 40 or 50 years, it doesn't matter. Both of them said that this world has got to come to an end. It's the only thing we can agree with Trump on out of everything he said. This is when we can continue to rip off the United States. Trump saying this was beautiful. It fits right into this buffoonery. The men shake their heads in agreement. With respect to tariffs, it's hard to tell which way it'll go. There's only one thing we can say for sure, and this man says it gleefully. The price of goods will certainly go up in the United States. Trump was so concerned about the value of the dollar, but there is no need for the dollar anymore. This is America's last hope. So Trump is looking to marginalize and isolate, stealing Greenland, Canada, and the canal. Dear comrades, you have to live long enough to see this. What restoration of factories? He says with a firm voice. This takes decades to build manufacturing. In conditions of a lessening stream of immigrants on top of that. Who will work in these factories? The men all mumble in agreement. Americans would rather die than work in these factories. The only way out of it is robots. They will build robots, and the problem will be solved, right? And it'll be solved in months, Trump will say. And the men laugh. They called Elon Musk and the robots are on their way. They mimic Trump saying, and they laugh again. They actually laugh hysterically. Looking at this buffoonery, there's only one thing to say. The old political system is practically dead, thanks to Trump. I am in agreement. This is total buffoonery, says another Russian official. What we are observing is an event of historic proportions. If you look at the economy, It was developed over centuries, from which humanity has developed. The first and most important was the system of trust. With what Trump did yesterday, he destroyed that trust. It seemed like some things were unshakable. In reality, a movement, a monument, should be erected after him. This was a major blow against the system of capitalism. He is replacing it with thinking he can make everyone his servant. Like this system of economic trust is something to be conquered, like training a horse and giving it your name. And the men laugh. One named after this old man. But we are building rocket ships, the men say mockingly as they laugh. Well done, old man. To think this is the conversation Russia, in which Trump didn't give any tariffs to, this is a conversation going on by another country, while we have MAGA supporters here on TikTok and social media telling everyone the Democrats are stupid. They have no idea what's going on. They have no clue.